While waiting for my cough to go away to record a bigger episode, I wanted to take a look at yet another Dust 2 match between Big and G2. This strat is also another B fake, but this time they fake mid to B and end up going A short on a 4-buy round. Initially, Big spread across the map and G2 throws a smoke at the end of B tunnels to prevent any aggression and suggest T presence. While this is happening, Big begin to work towards Cat and clear out any close Cat presence, flashing the CTs off to take more map control. The Ts have now grouped up towards middle as Tizian goes to watch flank. They execute a mid to B while not committing to it. Tizian kills a flanker and the Ts then begin to push towards Cat, up onto the A site. While this happens, Gade presses CT and gets Niko, and by the time this has all occurred, the round is basically over. What I like about this strat so much is that it's pretty simple. The idea is to take mid and pressure the mid to B take, which is easy because G2 in this round opt to giving up middle and decide to play the sides. The mid pressure lures the CTs to push long, as well as to begin leaving A, allowing for 2 really easy kills as the CTs find themselves out of their positions. Gade gets the information that the CTs are not playing close, and as a result, Big are happy to execute the mid to B fake and trust that they can take A short without being too concerned about the close short player, making this a smart and simple call for the round. Let us go through the individual POVs to see the utility used for this fake. With G2, there are several flashes thrown in B to disturb the B players, as he then lines up his smoke for the end of B tunnel, getting in the corner and aiming here for the smoke. After pressuring tunnel a bit more, he throws another flash to get him out of a dicey situation. He then, later in the round, is pushing Cat, throwing a simple Molotov like this to disturb the CT players in spawn. Tizian is the player lurking towards long. He flashes off long early, twice as to keep the attention of the CT long players, spamming through the doors to keep their attention as well. He mollies long to sell that Big wants to fight for long, and after this, he has no more utility and supports the mid control until the mid execute is underway. This is where he then watches the A long flank and gets a kill on Hunter, then pressuring off Jax towards A site who eventually goes down. Tabson supports G2 in tunnel as the CTs could be pushing close due to the Molotov that's thrown towards the Ts, eventually lining up in tunnels to flash short for Searson to peek and clear it. Next he lines up here behind Xbox in order to smoke off CT. He then mollies off window so that the CTs have minimal information on the T's middle, eventually pushing up A, taking the side. Searson is there to hold mid, and when flashed to short, he mollies up short to push CTs off of boxes. He then backs up and flashes up short to push the CTs off further. He lines up a smoke to clear the top side of CT and remains short, taking the A site while flashing off corner. Gade is the player with the final smoke for the mid to B. First off, he mollies close mid so that they're selling the mid to B later in the round, as you'd want this area clear if you're actually going to take B from mid. You see him then eventually push mid and smoking it on the go, pushing through his teammate smoke and getting the kill on Niko. His role was selling the mid to B with his presence mid. If there was any contact from the CTs, they would have been more convinced that the players are actually doing a mid to B, and this would help in the fake, but as we can see here, even without the contact, it wasn't needed. I cannot wait to continue watching Big as they run this full German lineup, and I'm even more excited to take a look at any changes in behaviour when playing Dust 2 for all the teams. It looks like Dust 2 is here to stay a little bit longer, so naturally there's going to be more to break down in the future. I have a bigger video lined up sometime after this one, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. It'll be more than just the usual strat breakdown, and I'll give you a hint, it's also on Big, also against G2. Furthermore, as you may know, I have a website where these videos are made into short write-ups that are a little bit easier to digest, so make sure to check that out. This has been Multiokers, and I'll catch you in the next one.